I'm going to go over the education pathways information that will help you with the week 4 assignment. Let's look at this together. So we're going to talk about two kinds of education: formal education and informal education. First, we'll talk about formal education. So kids in the United States, they have 3 schools that they are required to go to or attend. So first, kids start off in elementary school, and this is where young kids go to school. Sometimes it's also called primary school. And then usually around 6th grade or 7th grade, kids start going to middle school. And in some states, it's called junior high. Middle school can be from 6th to 8th grade, or 7th to 9th, or 7th to 8th. It depends on the place where you're living. I think the middle school here is from 6th to 8th grade. And then kids go to high school, which is usually 9th grade to 12th grade. And every year of high school has a different name. And this can be confusing for many people. So the first year of high school is called the freshman year. The second year is called the sophomore year. The third year is the junior year. And the fourth year is the senior year of high school. Now, education for adults. Adults who did not complete high school can take the GED test. And GED is an acronym for General Education Development. Passing the GED test demonstrates that someone has the same academic skills as someone who completed high school. Let's talk about 2-year colleges. So College of the Redwoods is a 2-year college, and it's also called a community college. So at a 2-year college, like College of the Redwoods, you can earn an associate degree, which is a 2-year degree. Or some students complete a certificate program, which is a little bit different. It's not a degree, it's a certificate that demonstrates that you have completed certain courses that are required for the certificate. CR has non-credit classes, like this English class that you're taking, that can help someone prepare to take more advanced credit classes. So this class, that we are taking, that you are taking, is a non-credit class. It does not earn credit. And if you want to advance in your education and take more advanced classes, eventually you will want to take credit classes. Non-credit classes with College of the Redwoods are free, but students have to pay to take credit classes. But I will say that really the fees are very reasonable for the credit classes. There are 4-year colleges, such as the college here in Arcata called Humboldt State University. That's a 4-year college. And at a 4-year college, you can earn a bachelor's degree. Someone can attend a 2-year college first with plans to transfer to a 4-year college. And this usually saves a lot of money because 2-year colleges are usually cheaper than 4-year colleges. And so if that is your plan, you have to make sure that you take classes that will transfer. So the 2-year college, they can help you, the people that work at the college can help you make sure that the classes that you are taking will transfer to a 4-year college, if that's something you're hoping to do. And then there's postgraduate classes and programs. So many universities offer postgraduate education. And postgraduate students earn a master's degree or a doctorate. And usually this requires a few extra years of college, maybe 2 years extra after you have a bachelor's degree. So different programs will be different lengths of time for these programs, master's and a doctorate. It depends on what you're studying. Now we'll talk a little bit about informal education. So there's many different kinds of informal education. I'm just going to talk about a few. So you can learn online. In our day, you can learn almost anything online. And YouTube has some great videos for learning online. YouTube also has some videos that are not very good for learning online. So you have to be careful what you find online. Some of the information is not accurate or not good. And so you want to make sure you're careful about what websites you're using to learn online. Duolingo is an excellent website for learning languages online. There's another kind of learning called hands-on learning. And hands-on learning means learning by doing. Most people learn new skills well by observing and asking questions and practicing. So the practicing is the hands-on part of the learning. It's very helpful for someone to learn a skill from another person who already has the skill. So if I want to learn roofing, I can learn from a roofer, someone who has experience roofing. If I want to learn pottery or ceramics, I can learn from someone who has that skill. Books are another good way to learn. And just like you can learn online, you can also learn almost anything in books. But many books are outdated or old, which means they do not have the most current information. And we live in a time when it's very important to have the most current information, and things are changing very quickly. And so a book sometimes is not the best option because it might be a few years old, or there might be some information that is more current that you will want to know. So when you are choosing an education pathway, you have to look at your goals and your personality. And so your goals and your personality are going to help you choose the pathway that is best for you. So 2 questions that you should ask: why are you learning? So I have 4 different reasons here someone might learn. Someone might learn for personal knowledge, just because they want to learn. So for example, to be able to communicate with people in English. Someone might learn for a college degree. So they want to have the degree. And so, for example, someone might try to get a degree in biology. You might learn for a job. So there's maybe specific education that you have to get a certain job. For example, to be an accountant. Or someone might learn a specific skill. For example, to be a truck driver. So many people become interested in a specific skill, and it may be for a job or maybe just for something else, for fun, just because someone wants to learn. And that's an awesome reason to want to learn something. It doesn't always have to be for a job or for a degree. Another question to ask is, what education is required to meet your goal? And that's an important question. And it's something that you can find by looking at job descriptions that we looked at a few weeks ago. So the job description will tell you if you need a certain education to get a certain job. So some jobs require a high school diploma or a GED. Some jobs require a certificate, license, or degree. And some jobs require a specific skill. I think that often people are better motivated to pursue education when they have a specific goal in mind. So if I know that I want to be a nurse, and I know that I need to be in order to be a nurse, there's specific education that I need. That's good motivation for me to get the education that I need to be a nurse. So, of course, you want to think about your goals and your personality and choose an education pathway that makes sense for you.